What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 52 of season 2. That's a whole season.
That's beautiful. Season. You okay?
Yeah, you can't hear it, but that was a fart and playing. There was a fart playing, and you said, "That's beautiful." Perfectly.
Beautiful.
Perfectly. Welcome in, Mike.
Love
How
it.
are you doing?
I am doing good, hanging in there, happy to be done with a Monday. How about yourself?
Amen. Amen. Sexy Bigfoot with the second, Maggie with the first, Heather's in here. Welcome in. I'm glad you guys have joined us. It is. Hey, friends. It is. It's freaking episode 52. I think we say this every time we talk. We get reminiscent about the podcast and how many episodes we've done. I didn't think we were gonna make it. I didn't think we were gonna get here.
I'm kind of disappointed we haven't been banned, guys.
So tonight's the night. Okay, everybody, buckle up. This is our final episode ever. We are pulling out all the stops.
But it's
I'm just
intentional.
Self-sabotaging. No, I'm just kidding. We're not doing that. In this climate, right? I thought there's no way that we haven't done this on accident already. So he said, let's do it on purpose. Just kidding.
Right?
But welcome in, everybody. How are you doing? Hope you guys have had a good Monday. What do you call jean shorts? Oh boy.
Wait, don't ever say what again.
Oh, this is our
Wait,
last.
what do you call jean shorts?
This is our last episode.
Aw.
It's not our last episode,
Aw.
Brandy. Welcome in.
Man, this is, I know something's happening.
Wait, what do you call jean shorts? Jorts? What do you call?
Yeah.
What do you uncall jean hats? What do you call jean shoes? Dang. Dang. I can't
There we
say
go.
it. I can't. It's juice. It's
Yes, this is juice that I'm drinking. Good call.
that was crazy, Mike. That was the timing on that.
Mr. President.
The timing on that. Welcome in, everybody. Brandy, welcome to be here. Welcome. What?
Welcome.
Welcome. Hope everybody is having a good day. I already said that, but I'm gonna say it again. But yeah, like I said, episode. It's season finale. This is not 2 years straight of episodes, but this is 2 years of episodes, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There have been some missed weeks, so it's been a longer time period than 2 weeks, but it's been 52 episodes, which is 52 weeks, which is a year. If you didn't know. But we are glad you're here. Brandy with the number one. How did you even hit number one? I don't know if we've been live for you to hit number one. Yeah, she's got the number one biddy. The biddy badge.
Very nice.
We don't need to do math. So they say. But welcome in, everybody. We are kicking off the episode with Guess the House. So I need everybody to put on their thinking caps. I go see Fish tomorrow.
Nice.
Let's go. Put on your thinking caps. We are diving in to... Hold on. Heather with the 15 minutes. Appreciate you. And the sound. We're looking here at Kitchener, Ontario.
Kitchener.
Kitchener.
Careful.
I don't know how to say. 360K. 360K, huh? Oh, for the house. I was like,
Huh?
I didn't even know we were playing. Death's Gifts with the first guess 360,000.
There, I like it.
We're starting right
Go
there.
with others.
It is above 360K.
Two above 125.
What's happening, Brandy? We are playing Guess the House. And essentially, you see pictures of this house, and you guess how much this house costs. Is this...
Is it USD or Canadian?
I guess...
Good question.
I guess USD. Oh, renovated inside. It is very renovated inside. Look at this lovely white interior. Very...
Dang.
gray and beige and white and
The desk chair matches.
I know. We need another guess. We need 420.
Whoa. Yeah, it's 240. Oh.
I don't know.
420?
I don't know what I'm saying. 420 in the bag? No, it is higher than 420.
Ooh,
It is higher than 420. We have a nice small. It's small.
6,000?
It's a small little kitchen. They the realtor has put out San Pellegrino in the kitchen for people who come to see it.
It's a little Kitchener.
A little Kitchener. Small house, too. Yep. Only 6,120 square foot lot. Not the house. Brandy says 1 mil. I'm going 1 mil for Brandy.
She revisited. It's at 920.
Oh, she went down. All right.
I'll go 6.
You're going to go 600?
Or
All
Death
right.
Stranding. Death's Gift.
We're going 920 for Brandy. It's below that. Was Death's gift there?
Nope. One above Death's Gift.
Okay, so we're above 600,000 and we're below 920. Sexy Bigfoot says 840. I'm going
40, that's a good one.
840. Below 840. So someone between. We have two guesses left. Below 840, above 6.
760.
760. 760. It is below 760. I think Death's Gift has it with the 680. Does he have it? It's our last guess.
And a 7.
Brandy with the even 700,000. Death's Gift got us close enough. But the correct answer was 700,000. 7,000 wowie. And it's in Ontario, so no one wants to live there. Going to the next one, 271. This is a nice little place in Minnesota. Is that? Nope, that's MD.
Doctor.
Where's that at?
Jamesville.
What state is that? Maryland?
Maryland. Okay.
Maryland. All right, Death's Gift with 1.2. Good start. I like that. 1-2. We're below 1-2. Sexy Bigfoot was a little high. A little high on the 1-2. So we're below 1-2. I feel like this house could. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised.
That's a cute house. Yeah. 860.
Brandy with the Pedro, and 15 big old fat bitties. Appreciate you.
Above 860.
Above 860. Oops, I accidentally submitted $0. It's not $0.
No.
It's not for free. 999,999. Heather with the guess.
Really?
It was $959,000, and Heather was close enough for the guess.
Very good.
GG's. Let's go.
Pedro.
I got to look at the rest of these pictures, see what the hullabaloo is about. It doesn't look like anything special. It looks. It was built in 1998, which that's a good year for houses built. So the bones are probably good.
Looks like classic 2-story.
Roof looks like maybe a 30-year roof. Probably gonna have to change that. In the next 8 home. I mean that with love. Yes, it really do. It really do. All right, next one.
Temple,
PA. We're in Pennsylvania with the papa. Starting bids and go.
Oh, scrolling down to the map, it seems to be near Irish Mountain, which by the name sounds like it's more of a hill.
It's also by South Temple and Temple. Death's Gift with the 480.
Ooh, 45.
Way
Just
below.
45K.
Way below 480.
Yeah.
2 arrows down from 480. This was sold in 2025 0419. Brandy with a 550. Brandy, it is
It's
below.
two.
It's 2 below 480. 2
That's gotta
arrows
be-
down.
Gonna be a bit.
Maggie's feeling 120.
120K?
Up
120K or
2,
1.2?
2 up. 2 up from 120. So we're between 480 and 120. Brandy with the 260.
Oh, it's down. Okay.
260K. Up
Good.
1 from 260K. We are close. We are closer. Closer. Wow, look at this. Look at this interior. It is orange. Everything about it is just orange.
Family.
Orange wood.
Those those tulips don't look too good.
Have you gotten to page 4 yet?
I'm on 3.
You're on 3?
Hold on. 299. I'll do that.
The tulips are looking pretty rough. You did 299?
They are very sad. Yeah, and it's 1 down from 299.
1 down from 299. All right, we've narrowed it. It's somewhere between
close.
260 and 299.
299.
Okay, this is where we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. I don't have anything to give away, so you'll just get a really big. I have one of these shirts, but I feel like half the people in here already have a shirt. But I want everybody to put in their guess.
Ooh.
I want everybody to put in their
Heated.
guess,
We're all neck and neck.
and then we're gonna play Price is Right rules. So regardless of who gets it, right? Unless you're closest, right? So if Maggie says 278, but it's actually like 270, right? But it goes off because I put Maggie's number in there. Whoever's the closest to the number that it actually is wins. And you win a pat on the back virtually. Michael with his guess. Oh, I should put my guess in. Hold on.
No, just it. I was doing mine to mess with him.
Oh, I'm gonna say $1. With a /, which I don't know what that's for. All right, are you ready? I'm gonna put
Yeah,
in.
what are you putting
Let's
in?
see, which one's the middle? We got 275, 285, 278, 287, 298, 289, and 277. I think 277's the middle ish. So I'm gonna put Mike's number in, but we'll see who's the closest. I think this will set it off. Oops. 277,000.
Ooh.
275.
Oh, nice. Death's
Gift
Got
with
it.
the number on the head. 275. Wait, is Death's Gift, is he subbed?
I don't know.
No.
Did 1.
I'm gifting that man a sub.
Ooh, congratulations. Man,
I
those
didn't
poor
want to.
tulips
I
are
didn't
making
want
me
to
sad.
say. I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say that I would gift a sub because most of these people are already subbed already, so it wouldn't mean anything. But Death's Gift, there you are. There's a sub for you, my good sir.
Very nice.
We're gonna call it there on the guessing game. Maybe we'll revisit. I don't know. But gosh, this is the season finale of The Guys You Trust with Your Drink. If you're unaware,
GG.
the acronym TGYTWYD is the guys you trust with your drink. That is me and Michael. We didn't make up the name. Okay, somebody else did.
No.
And you know what? Thank you for the trust.
I was thinking we could do an elaborate. Maybe I shouldn't show my hand here, but we should do an elaborate, like, we're canceling the show and then just come back with a different name.
Yeah, just a whole new podcast. It's just the same thing. We just changed the name. But Death's Gift, you're so welcome. Welcome in. Welcome to the Hammer. Welcome. You just received your first hammer. There you are.
Get to work.
Get to work. Grab a shovel. Have you seen that video? The
boys you don't trust on the hammer. Oh no.
The boys you don't trust on the hammer. Have you seen the video of the guy? He's like, I know you all graduated and that's great, but grab a shovel, dude. Get to work. He's like, it's cool, you know, long division, but I need you to go long divide those rocks from the dirt.
That's a big assumption for long division nowadays.
Listen, ChatGPT be ruining school. The amount of
Bro, did you see?
Go ahead.
That one kid who, like, at graduation was showing the ChatGPT that he used for his, like, final project.
No.
Like, at graduation, and was, like, celebrating like crazy. Man, I wouldn't have done that.
That's rough. I feel like AI, as cool as it is, has made people a lot stupider. I didn't realize that people are using ChatGPT as Google now. Like, we used to, I feel like us.
Interesting.
Like, millennials too, but well, maybe not. Maybe they're young, maybe they're older Gen Zs, I'm not sure. But I've been seeing people be like, man, I ChatGPT'd it, and it said, and I'm like, what happened to Google and stuff? Like, you just go and Google it. Like, I Googled it, but like,
you can't even Google it?
ChatGPT said, and I'm like, okay. I feel like that was the long way around, but
I wonder if they're just shorthanding because Google has that AI summary.
I don't know. I feel like they're really out here using ChatGPT for everything now.
Jeez.
But I have been. Listen, AI's a lot of things, and some of those things are not good. But some of those things are AI Bigfoot vlogs and AI vlogs in general from, like, there's been AI, like, Bible character vlogs and AI friggin' ODST vlogs. And it's just like, hey, chat, we're out here fighting the Covenant. It's been great, but those are, like, some of the Bigfoot AI, like, vlogs are hilarious. I have been liking the videos of the AI. However, I don't want it to replace actual creativity. I need some real content still put out.
I'm real worried that people will just, or at least, I don't know if everybody will, but being tempted to replace real people with just AI creativity.
AI insults are hilarious. They are.
That one might need to check that out. That's pretty fun.
I asked ChatGPT. I took a picture of myself and I asked ChatGPT to roast me one time, and it was funny. I should actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that with us both.
There you go.
And then I'll read it live here on chat. Yeah. Let's start because we are talking about our season finale. What are some of the moments / episodes from the last? It can be from the last 2 years that you have that has, like, either left a mark or has been funny, or, like, you remember to this day a moment or an episode that we did And I will ask ChatGPT to burn us while you talk.
Let's see. So,
and chat.
one that
also,
comes.
Sorry, pause.
Yeah, chat.
Please, if you have something, type it out. Let me hear it. I want to know.
There was one episode. It was like either the 4th of July or right before 4th of July, and it was our first time celebrating it. What else? Exactly, Reddy. Yeah, that was a great one. But like nobody was really in the chat because I think it was real close to 4th of July. But we just talked about different 4th of July celebrations and just had it was real cute. Real cute one.
Mike, I need you to look into the camera and smile.
Don't do this to me.
Look into the camera and smile.
I hate smiling.
Or don't smile. Smile with your eyes.
It's like you look like a psychopath.
I got it.
The entire episode was amazing. The drunk exercises were.
Was that when we were both
all-time classic
together, or was that separate? No, we both got down and had to do push-ups, right?
Exercising was separate. Because we got together and also got drunk.
Yes.
Which that one was good. We had a lot of events
with J-Bob.
Yeah. There's I have it somewhere, but it's like us being just loud and super annoying, and like both of us had to use the restroom. We're like, J-Bob, take over, and like we left, and Justin just like slowly looks at the camera, like, what am I supposed to do here? It was perfect. Speaking of, neighbor house caught a tree on fire with a firework. Jeez.
Uh-oh. Probably shouldn't do that.
Sorry, what? Bingo table?
What about bingo?
What about bingo?
When I was like 9. I think one of my most recent memorable ones obviously is the Cats episode.
Yes, yeah, Cats.
Today, sure. I literally had a thought. I was like, why didn't we make our whole thing like the whole gag of our video or our movie reviews is we each have to pick a character from that movie and then try to like cosplay as that character, but we don't tell each other. We don't tell each other which character. And so
I've already done it. I've done it like 4 times.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Pearl Harbor.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, what else? Jeez. There's just a few of them, even if they were just color schemes, trying to dress up as somebody.
Yeah, but
yeah, I love that idea.
Like full cosplay, makeup, everything. And we don't look at each other until we go. I don't know how we would do that because I would have to set up the sizing on the screen with you not here and looking, and then I would have to start the podcast, and we both have to activate our cameras at the same time.
That'd be interesting. I would love that. Yeah, I was gonna say we could do it
once a month,
especially with like kind of more popular characters, or at least characters we can dress as.
Right.
Yeah. For sure. I love that.
But Cats episode was one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it was like one of my least favorite movies we ever watched. Let's see. There was any of the episodes where we were in person together were a blast. Yeah. Do you remember, was this it wasn't a podcast, but it was an episode of Stream where you guys were over for Christmas and we did the gingerbread making?
Yes.
It was the 24-hour stream. Was that a podcast or was that?
No,
was that
it was
just an episode.
We did podcast.
It was before podcasting.
I have a clip of you and Justin, or actually and me doing like the fast version of Jingle Bells. It's like it's pretty great. And there's even a video of you like strumming really hard and getting really into it. And if you cut it just right, it looks completely inappropriate.
Oh no. Brandy with the puffer fish. We'll see. I don't know about every movie. This is I feel like that's the type of production that we don't have the budget for. But what
Sure.
Brandy said, maybe at least once a month, maybe once every two.
I also like the idea of doing it subtly, and not saying anything.
Yeah.
Just to see if
anybody
you're
picks up on
halfway
it.
through and like, wait a minute, it's like, I know what you're wearing.
Yet, Maggie says we may have the budget.
Yet.
And if that's the case, then we'll do it.
I'm so down.
I think one of the my favorite things about this podcast, and something that has it has brought up. Newt, Brandy with the 30 big old fat minutes. Appreciate you.
There you go.
Also, what if y'all dress up as the same character? That shall be funny. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't tell each other which character we're gonna pick. We both show up like dressed as women.
That'd be great. If it was the same woman too.
Yeah, same
it's
woman.
Not, like, oh, come on.
It's like the Spider-Man meme.
Oh shoot.
But,
dude, I did one of my college Spanish classes. I dressed up as a woman for a presentation. It was pretty fun.
A Spanish woman?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, German.
German.
No, she had. I had like really rowdy red hair, and I wore one of my sister's dresses underneath. Like, I had a coat and like pants on, and then I got into class. I was like, "Oh, thank God!" And I like took off everything. They're like, "Oh my gosh!"
They're like, "There's Michael." Brandy, Maggie's clothes would not fit over my thighs.
Oh man!
But
speaking of what, did you get those American? What is it? It was like American flag patterned. They were like booty overalls or coveralls.
No, I didn't. I didn't get those. I've been getting ads for those American flag overalls.
I bet.
All over the place, though. But yeah, no. One of my favorite things about the podcast has been all of the movies that we have watched. Like I couldn't sit here and name all of them.
Yeah,
because we have watched, and it's more than 104 because we've done 104 episodes. But there's some episodes where we've done like 2 movies, or we did like the Rush Hour movies. We did all of those. So we've done more than 104 movies that I had never seen before. And
right.
It's been a crazy, not an experiment, but it's an experiment of like movies that y'all have suggested. And it's been a really fun time. So I want to say thank you to everybody who's suggested movies that has kept us going for 104 episodes.
And we're not even halfway done with them.
Yeah, thanks to Caleb, we'll never be out of movies. So if you have movie ideas, Discord in the suggestions, drop your movie suggestions for season 3. And maybe you'll see us dressed up as one of the characters in your movie. But sounds like a TikTok idea.
I love that idea.
What's that?
Still,
oh, maybe the Maggie's clothes thing. All right. So I asked ChatGPT to roast me and my friend.
Oh boy!
I said, "Can you roast me and my friend?" Question mark. ChatGPT said, "Absolutely. Time to fire up the roast." Guy on the left. That's Michael. Michael's on the left.
Oh God! Yep.
Headband star projector wizard. that's the.
I thought that was supposed to be an insult.
That's the title. That's the title words at the top, in parentheses. You look like you just hacked into the Matrix, but only to change the background of your Zoom call. That headband's holding back your thoughts like. That headband's holding back your thoughts like a dam. Except there's clearly no flood coming. You're giving You're giving off Dungeon Master with the strong snack game. Weak Wi-Fi energy.
Oh, I'm crying. Gosh dang it. Oh, that's amazing.
Guy on the right, backwards hat and Batman shrine. Okay. You look like you run a podcast called Beards and Conspiracies. Where every I got pegged. They got me good.
That's just true.
Where every episode ends with, but who's really behind it, bro? The backwards cap screams, still thinking he peaked in Little League. And the Batman mask in the background is the only thing darker than your search history. God bless.
Oh gosh.
Together?
Oh
Question mark? Y'all look like a duo who live streams Minecraft but spends the first 45 minutes arguing about which flavor of Mountain Dew is elite. Oh my god. One of you believes in aliens and the other one is the alien. Want it spicier? Let me know. I can go full Gordon Ramsay on this roast.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, that's so true. Dude.
All right, chat. For one gifted sub, we'll go spicier.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Oh my gosh, dude. That's the name of our podcast.
You look like you it says you look like you run a podcast called Beards and Conspiracies. Oh my god. I'm flattered. You know, like
that's just all compliments.
I'm flattered.
Oh my gosh. Except I don't have bad Wi-Fi.
The Minecraft got me good. Me and Mike have streamed Minecraft together. Brandy with the gifted tier 1 sub. All right, I'm telling ChatGPT to go spicier.
Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Oh gosh, dang it.
All right, it's going spicier. God bless.
Gosh, dang, that's funny.
All right, everybody take a breath. Because it's
oh my god. The DM with a good
the fact that it picked up on the Batman mask in the background, like
that's crazy.
On the podcast, like on the stream view, you can only see one ear of the Batman mask, which is where I got the picture.
Oh man.
Mike can see all of it, but all right, I don't know how it could be better, though. All right, here we go. It might be more of the same. I have no idea. I said go spicier. It said say less. Turning the heat up like you're both about to be served medium rare.
Oh, this might be mean.
Guy on the left. That's Michael. Galactic Dungeon Dad. That's the title. My guy. You look like if a lava lamp grew... You look like if a lava lamp grew sentient and decided to become a Twitch mod. That headband isn't holding back your hair, it's holding back the years of unrealized potential. You've got the vibes of someone who gives TED Talk titles, The Secret Power of Snacks and Star Wars. Oh no.
Oh. Dang it.
You don't game, you quest, and it shows. Honestly, you look like you take naps in the middle of a boss fight.
Oh gosh dang it.
All right.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Right guy. That's me. Backwards hat, Batman bro is what it says. You look like you bench press. You look like you bench press Funko Pops and emotionally relate to Joe Rogan's quotes. That backwards hat says, "I still blame the ref." Every time someone brings up high school, you've got the kind of beard that screams, "Oh no!" That backwards hat says, "I still blame the ref." Every time someone brings up high school, you've got the kind of beard that screams, "I podcast about crypto, but don't invest in it." And that Batman mask in the back is that. And that Batman mask in the back, is that your therapist? Because it's clearly the only thing you open up to. Golly, they're getting me. They're getting me,
bro.
Okay, we're starting a new segment. We're starting a new segment called ChatGPT roasts. This is what
send in your photo to get roasted.
This is what you guys are gonna do. You're gonna send in a pic of yourself, little selfie, little smile. Be careful of what's in the background because it will see it.
Yeah.
Send in a picture, and we will. Gosh
dang it.
We'll ask ChatGPT to roast you and read it here live. If you are in the Discord, put those pictures in the. Peep the Fit tab.
Peep the Fit
on Discord.
Gosh, dang it.
All right, this is the next one. Together.
That's amazing.
Together? Question mark.
Yes.
Y'all look like the final bosses of a Damn. Y'all look like the final. Y'all look like the final bosses of a Best Buy break room. Oh man! One of you sells.
Gosh, dang it.
One of you sells lore, and the other sells conspiracy theories, and both of you definitely think you'd survive a zombie apocalypse just because you own a gaming chair. I gotta blow my nose. Hold on.
Gosh, dang it! That's amazing. Holy crap. Gosh dang it. Oh, I love that so much.
I don't think I can survive a zombie apocalypse because I own a gaming chair. I think I can survive a zombie apocalypse because I own this bad boy. And this
bad boy, it's a toy gun.
And this bad boy, airsoft. I just painted the tip black.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Oh my God. ChatGPT roasts are live now. Send in your photo to get roasted.
Holy crap. That was so good. That was a lot nicer than it was going to be and much more insightful.
Listen.
Gosh. The final boss of a Best Buy game.
It says let me know if you want the nuclear version. I've got roasts fuel for the day. For days. I've got roast fuel for days. Chat. Same deal as last time. One gifted sub, we go nuclear.
That's a good question, Brady. I'm guessing for the next few weeks.
I think as many times as we want, we can do it. You can send in pictures. We can, if we have time today, we'll do them today. Maybe we'll save them to the end. But if you send in a pic, we'll do a ChatGPT roast. God bless. That was funny. I did that with me and Maggie. A while back, and it was a lot nicer to Maggie.
That's good.
Than it was to me, but Helldivers 2 is downloading.
Let's go, Kevin.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Let's freaking die, bro.
But one gifted sub. We go nuclear on Chat GPT roasts on me and Michael. But for now, we will. I'll have to
Holy crap.
talk to Maggie about that later, and because it hurt my feelings a little bit. I'm just kidding. Listen, ChatGPT ain't got ChatGPT.
You need to open up to your Batman mask.
I'm gonna talk to my Batman mask. Mike, do you have a tattoo?
No, just a pen ink because I was leaning on my desk today. Yeah.
I bet he's got the pin tattoos on top of his thigh. Talk to me about
just the only thing I have on my thigh is a tattoo of your handprint.
Emotional damage, Maggie. Anyhowsers. Wow. Let's talk about the movie.
Man.
Since Kevin's in here. We have the same tattoo.
Mine was first.
I want one.
Ooh, do I have a Sharpie here?
What movie? Kevin's movie, Around the World in 80 Days with Jackie Chan. I almost said Jack Black.
Chan.
2319. We have a 2319. Red alert. Mine isn't on my thigh. Oh, you guys were talking about the same tattoo of a handprint.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Of your handprint.
Of my handprint. Anyway. Chat GPT. What am I talking about? I got Chat GPT on the brain. Around the World in 80 Days.
Yes.
With Jackie Chan. I did not realize that there were multiple Around the World in 80 Days movies.
There's two?
I think
three.
There was three, I thought. I think there's a newer one. And then there's an older one. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong indeed. But the Around the World in 80 Days is a movie about an inventor in England who I thought that was Brandy that did 2319. That was Death's Gift. Thank you so much for them 400.
Oh, nice.
400 channel points used. Appreciate you. An inventor in England who essentially has to defend his honor by taking on a bet that he can what's it called?
Circumnavigate
the entire world in 80 days. And Jackie Chan is there also. He he gets there because he steals a jade Buddha from the Bank of England, and somehow gets wrapped up with this inventor pretending to be his valet and test dummy. It's a great story. I think it's a pretty well done movie. I think I come to the conclusion with almost any I keep almost saying Jack Black, Jackie Chan movie that I enjoy what Jackie Chan brings to the movie. Like he brings the fighting and the kung fu and the that whole thing and we learned from watching previous movies of his, he brings his own. The fighters in the movies are his company. So it's top tier as far as cinematic fights go. I feel like they do a really good job. So that part's always fun.
It's very entertaining.
The story. I mean, this movie kept my attention the whole time. I've seen bits and pieces of this movie. So I obviously knew the story. But I hadn't watched it all the way through. And after watching it all the way through, I enjoyed this movie. I feel like this is a classic story that I feel like everybody knows, or I feel like this is a movie that a lot of people have seen, at least.
Sure.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I knew of two of the movies, so that and they're two separate generations who know the story because it's based on a book.
Sure.
So if you don't know the movie, you know kind of the story, and I think they're both fun adaptations. I was looking here; it looks like there was a maybe mini series called Around the World in 80 Days, and then an animated something that was Around the World in 80 Days. But I only knew about this one and the original.
Yeah. This movie brings like it brings the not super serious, like fun loving energy that Jackie Chan I feel like brings to movies. Obviously I'm sure he probably has movies that are a little bit more serious, but sure. Like the whole like the bad guys in this movie are very animated and very like funny, I guess. It just is like it's like classic bad guy. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah. Cartoonish.
Yeah, almost cartoonish. And so I enjoyed it. I think also we set ourselves up really well to watch Around the World in 80 Days, a more silly, lighthearted movie after watching what's it called? Schindler? No.
Shawshank
Redemption. And what was the one before that?
What was before that? It was similar to Shawshank.
Wind River?
Let me check. Yes. Yeah, Wind River.
The Indian one. So two absolute like sad movies. Like very heavy.
Hard movies.
And then Jackie Chan Around the World in 80 Days with the British dude who's the inventor. He's funny.
Yeah.
He's
in, what was it? What's a movie with Robert Downey Jr. and Ben Stiller? Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Oh, Sexy Bigfoot was wondering how we liked Shawshank.
I enjoyed it. But
yeah, solid movie.
Michael told me that it's like super highly rated. Or you said that like it's got a lot of.
It's number one. It's number one on IMDb's. It's the greatest movie of all time according to IMDb.
And I don't agree. But I do think it was good. I think we gave it 8s. I think we said it was an 8.
Wait, no, it's 9.
9?
I think we both gave it a 9. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You want to revisit?
No. If we gave it 9s, we'll give it 9s. But very good movie. I enjoyed it. Yeah, we did 9s. But as far as Around the World in 80 Days goes, great movie. I would say, I would lean middle of the road, rent, buy this movie.
Yeah.
It's family friendly. Everyone can watch it. The fact that Arnold Schwarzenegger's in this movie, I was unprepared. I was unprepared, to say the least.
In such a silly role.
That was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say rent or buy this movie. I feel like it's one that you could pull out once a year, watch Around the World in 80 Days. Funny movie. I did laugh multiple times out loud.
Good. Good, yeah.
I can't remember all of the parts that I did that on. But there were several where I was like, that's just good, clean fun. Like, that's just good stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe it has, is good, clean fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that with a little bit of, obviously they were running for their lives. They took a lot of breaks. They could have done Around the World in less than 80 days.
Sure, yeah.
Very easily. But even with all of their hardships, they still ended up doing it in 79. Spoiler alert. But good movie. I'm giving this movie an 8.7.
Nice.
It's like
good.
It's just like a good movie. And like I said, maybe I have a little bit of a skewed view because of the two movies that we did watch, and then this one was like a funny one.
Sure.
And it just it's like when you're hiking and then you have like freeze dried food and you're like, oh my god, this is the best food ever. Yeah. But it's because you're in the woods and you're in the mountains or whatever. Right. You go home and sit on your couch. You would not
eat that at home.
You try to eat that on your couch. It's gross. But I do think that this movie would sum up with like good, clean fun. You could show this to anybody. Yeah.
Very good. I forgot to check the box office on this, and I heard about this movie a lot when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Or when I was a kid, around the time I was 10 when this came out. So this was pretty hyped. I never ended up watching it, but it was pretty hyped. It looks like it didn't do great at the box office.
No?
Yeah. Oh, compared to how much it cost. Sorry.
Oh.
So the budget was 110 million.
Wow. And
the gross worldwide is 72 million.
Dang.
Yeah, that's kind of I think it's better than that for sure.
Not a crowd favorite.
Yeah. The ratings aren't good. I know Arnold Schwarzenegger got a Razzie for this performance. I thought
what's a Razzie?
I thought it was pretty Razzies are like the opposite of they're supposed to be the opposite of Oscars. They're like, if you did particularly bad, it's kind of in fun, kind of not. Back in the day when this came out, Arnold Schwarzenegger was still on the like Mr. Olympian, like god level T1000. So seeing him in this was like, especially as a kid, was super funny in and of itself.
Yeah.
Because he's just so silly compared to, the Terminator or something like that. So I think that's kind of giving him a Razzie for that's kind of stupid. Because I think it was supposed to be.
Were they offended?
Silly. Maybe offended. That might be a good point.
The Indian Prince.
It was 2004, so I don't think people knew about that.
People didn't get offended in 2004,
right? I will say, I think my favorite character or performance, besides obviously Jackie Chan doing all the amazing things that he does, was the inspector that was like chasing them.
Yeah.
Poor
guy.
He's in Black Hawk Down.
Really?
Yeah, and I love that actor, but the tone with his screams were very good.
Yeah.
And just man, he did one.
You felt bad for
the way he was talking was yeah, right. The way he was talking was very I think it fit the tone they were going for like perfectly.
Yeah, I think that you don't feel bad for him at the beginning when he tries to stop their car, and then you still don't feel bad for him when he finds Jackie Chan on the train, and then he falls out of the train, and then the next time you see him, you kind of feel bad for him. You're like, I kind of feel bad for this guy.
He's just trying to do his job, man.
Yeah, buddy's just trying to go home.
So I will say this movie. Okay, so I did not watch this movie in the right headspace. I was kind of really stressed out when I was watching it. So it's gonna be a little lower on my enjoyment thing. It was fun. I think it's a great like kids movie. If you have like a son from the age of like 6 to 12, I think this is like the ideal, like pop this on every weekend if you want to, because they're gonna love it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a fun time to watch it with them. I don't think it was terrible or anything. I just was not in a good headspace when watching it.
Sure.
That being said, I'm gonna give it like personally 7.5. I think
that's fair.
Just cause it was a little. Some of the jokes were just like, just didn't hit with me.
Sure.
But some of the jokes were like, wow, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good visual game. But man, I feel sorry for it not doing super well. That's shocking to me.
Yeah.
Let's see. It reminded me, I think, did Disney make this? Because it was on Disney Plus. That's how I had to watch it.
I think Disney had a hand in it. I don't think they were the sole creators.
Gotcha. It reminded me a lot of like older Disney movies.
Yeah.
And I mean that as a compliment. There was a lot of like magicalness to it. You know.
Yeah.
Didn't take itself too seriously. Oh, the main bad guy. I love that actor. I think he did a really good job. Jackie Chan movies don't really do well in a whole. Really? That's shocking. He's so beloved.
That's strange. Do a lot of Jackie Chan movies? Like, we've watched. Did Rush Hour do well?
Rush Hour did real well. I don't think the other two did, but the first one did for sure.
Yeah.
I'll say. And then again, I'm just going off of ratings. I'm pretty sure the first one like knocked it out of the park.
I don't know a ton of Jackie Chan movies. Is Rush Hour, and then Around the World in 80 Days. What other
Shanghai Noon,
okay.
which I kind of want to see that. Oh, shout out to the Wright brothers, who were played by the Wilson brothers. That was pretty fun. Let's see. Yeah, this was just wow. Did you know that's his like real brother?
That's his actual brother?
Yeah, those guys are brothers.
Did you know that? Did you know that my sister has been to his mom's house?
Really?
Yeah.
Honest to God. Janae?
Yep.
Yeah, very nice.
Yep.
Heck yeah. I believe Disney owns it by Buena Vista. That triggers something real old in my memory. I think a lot of movies I watched growing up were like that. But yeah, good movie. Didn't really find anything super interesting, like behind the scenes.
Sure.
But it was fun. I definitely would show it to not my nephew now, but like growing up.
Yeah.
Would show it to him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Overall,
very, very silly.
Overall, I think it's a solid film. What's the story behind that?
Oh, wow.
So my sister works for a guy who does produces a TV show called Makers in Texas. That is about people who make stuff with their hands, like saddles, silversmiths, people who make spurs. It's very Western themed. And I believe they were going to talk to, apparently, their mom is a renowned, like, mountain lion photographer.
Oh, that's cool.
She has, like, her own, like, photography book of mountain lions. And somehow they crossed paths and, like, ended up going to interview her or something. I'm not exactly sure on the whole story, but there was something there, and they went to Arizona, I believe. Arizona, nice. Or I don't remember where she lives.
Is it Arizona or like
Texas? It might be West Texas.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a work thing, and they went and saw. It was about her book, I think.
That's so tight.
Her like photography book that she was releasing, right. And they went and met her. And I was just like, wow.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. That happened a while ago, didn't it?
Happened a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, because I like
several years ago.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's tight.
But yeah. So, Around the World in 80 Days. Not a bad film. Very family fun, friendly. I think it's maybe not as like classic as like some of the real classics, but it's like it feels classic. It has it's like classic LaCroix. You know, it's like got the essence, the essence of class.
Wonder. 1 second, we'll look up the Pirates of the Caribbean, 2003. Interesting. Okay.
What year did this come out?
This came out in 2004. 2004.
2004. Yeah, you said that.
Yeah. Interesting. Huh.
All right.
Because I just saw a snippet of the trailer, and it was talking about how it was released. Like the trailer was old, and it was really like advertising Disney DVD.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
I think Disney's, if anything else, they've had it for. But it's interesting. There's something there I need to pick at.
He'll dive into it.
Yeah.
All right. What's our movie for next week?
Next week is a good question. I think I had it in my notes. Oh, 1 second.
Also, today is the first
we're good.
flight in the engine-powered plane 120th anniversary.
Jeez, that's crazy.
120th anniversary of the first engine-powered airplane. Is that what you meant to say? Or did I just read that wrong? Coolest house I've been to was William Randolph Hearst house in St. Louis. I don't know who that is. Who's William Randolph Hearst?
I want to say a famous writer.
Ah.
I think.
I don't think I've actually been to any like really, really famous people's house. I've been to like modernly. No, I can't even say that. I've been to. I drove past a house that Sylvester Stallone made in Montana.
Oh, nice.
I did not go inside of it though. He didn't live there either.
It's just a boxing ring.
At the time, movie producer. Oh, very cool.
Movie producer. Huh. So next week is Maggie's choice. There's 3 on here. Wait, did we watch Phenomenon? I can't remember that one.
I don't think so.
Phenomenon, Contact, or Miscongeniality. Which those are all. I don't know what Phenomenon is, but
who's the actress in Miscongeniality?
Oh gosh, Sandra Bullock.
I want to say I've seen that movie, and if I haven't seen that movie, I've seen a large portion of that movie. My sisters love that movie.
Yeah, it's a banger.
I've seen Mark Twain's house. Very cool.
Oh really?
Oh, I've been in Will Rogers' house.
Hey, there you go.
His childhood home.
Dude, you practically grew up next to it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't know who Will Rogers is, look him up.
Get out. No.
Get out. All right, breaking news. It is Weird News o'clock. I have several stories to cover.
Here we go.
We are going to be taking our time and really diving deep. And digging just as deep. The inventor of the chocolate chip cookie. This is astounding. Sold her recipe to Nestle in 1930 for guess how much? Guess how much?
1930?
1930 sold the chocolate chip cookie recipe to Nestle.
So this is going to be low. $13.
You're wrong. It doesn't matter how much you think she sold it for. She sold it for a lifetime supply of chocolate.
Let's go.
She said, forget the money. Give me the chocolate. The chocolate chip cookie was born in the 1930s when Ruth Wakefield, owner of the Toll House Inn in Massachusetts, mixed chopped Nestle semi-sweet chocolate into her cookie dough. She thought the pieces would melt, but instead they stayed intact, creating a brand new kind of treat. The cookie's popularity skyrocketed. By 1939, Wakefield made a deal with Nestle. She traded the recipe for a lifetime supply of chocolate. Nestle began printing her recipe on their packaging and later introduced a now iconic Toll House chocolate chip, forever linking their names to America's favorite cookie.
Chocolate chip cookie sounds so good right now.
Bro, I could smash a chocolate chip cookie right now.
So, I have a question. That's amazing. I think she's very smart for that. So, I have a question for you in the chat.
Okay.
If you could invent anything, right?
Yeah.
You just get invented and get paid for it in a lifetime supply of something. Not money, obviously.
Okay, so I invented something, doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm selling it to a company, doesn't matter what company, but they're going to pay me in a lifetime supply of something?
Of something, yes.
Ooh.
And okay, just because it's you, not bullets.
Not bullets. Okay. What would I sell an invention for a lifetime supply of something for?
AV gas?
Aviation gas? Airplane gas?
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go.
Shoot, that's a hard question. What would I sell for a lifetime supply of?
And I'm also going to preface, lifetime supply does not mean infinite amount of it. So, like, Kevin's gas, I'm going to say, like, it's a cup of gas a day or something like that.
A cup of gas a day.
It's not great, but it's something and you'll have it forever.
Yeah.
And you can't resell it.
Or, like, they send you, like, 50 gallons a month.
Sure. I think depending on what it is.
Sure.
If it's crude oil.
I'm going to say lifetime supply. I'm going to not think too seriously about this and just say Raising Cane's chicken.
Let's go. I'll take that. I'll take it like a Caniac combo a week. Yeah. Give it to me.
Caniac combo, no slaw, extra fries, Bob that freaking toast.
Bob
the toast. And then give me that for free with the lemonade.
Right? I love that one.
Good question. Engineers are building a headset that can record dreams so you can play them back.
Oh boy.
Nope, you got to get the slaw. Kevin's a slaw guy. Scientists are inching closer to decoding one of the mind's final frontiers, our dreams. Using the combination of EEG, fMRI, and machine learning, researchers are building experimental tools that can mirror brain activity during sleep and reconstruct basic visual patterns from dreams. While the results are still far from crisp or finally fully interpretable, some early efforts have produced blurry reconstructions that roughly match what people recall seeing. Definitely not KFC.
I like that ready-to-eat waffles.
The implication are profound. If perfected, this technology could allow us to watch our dreams after waking, offering insight into memory, mental health, and consciousness itself. But it's also raised deep ethical and privacy questions about the sanity of our inner lives. Or sanctity of our inner life, sorry. What are your thoughts?
So I'm all for privacy and like freedom of privacy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't you can't control dreams.
Right.
So if somebody got a hold of one of my dreams and like, oh dude, what the heck? It's like, dude, do you never remember dreams? Like, I can't control any of that.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you can control dreams, in which case we need to separate the people who can versus can't.
Yeah. It would uncover who can and can't.
This is interesting. I think it would be cool. It's probably going to be expensive. At first, at least. Man, The only dreams I would want to relive are dreams. Like the most fun dreams I've had were ones that basically I die on the battlefield.
Yeah.
So like, that's interesting. I don't know
I feel like
how good that would be.
this technology could save the movie industry.
Hey,
Because
yeah.
let's be honest, some of us have better imaginations than the people making movies right now. And like Michael said, the battle death scenes would be immaculate.
Oh, there we go. I did delete my dreams ASAP. Yeah.
And here's the thing: if they can capture dreams, maybe they can like keep you from dreaming. I guess I don't know. Maybe.
Well, that's a good point because there's like no structure here. So eventually, maybe we could do stuff like that. That would be really interesting if you could, like, dealing with trauma and people who have recurring nightmares. If you could somehow get that to stop. Can't remember most of my dreams. I want to know.
I feel like my dreams would look like a Dr. Seuss book.
Dude, I love those. Like, oh, I had such a fun dream last night. It's like versus my dream last night. It's just nonsensical.
That's my dream. Like, what'd you dream about? I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. People who bite. This is a study. People who bite their nails regularly are often perfectionists and more creative. And I think they also have a higher iron count in their body.
Well, I just got called out. Also more autistic. That's a thing. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Oh, yeah, no.
That'd be bad. Sorry, I forgot to read
Did you
the
get a colic poisoning? If that was if you have that.
Research suggests that habitual nail biting may be tied to personality traits, beyond just nervousness. Study shows many nail biters display perfectionist tendencies, often biting when bored, frustrated, or dissatisfied, rather than purely anxious. The behavior appears to act as a self-soothing response to unmet expectations or mental restlessness. One intriguing genetic study links nail biting to the CRAD10 gene, the CRAD10 gene, which is also associated with right brain creative processing. While not definitive, the finding hints that frequent nail biting might show above average creativity, offering a more nuanced view of a habit often dismissed as simply nervous tick.
That's good news for me.
So, is anybody in here a nail biter, and are you creative? I guess is the question.
Brandy. Never in my life.
Sometimes, so I don't bite my nails, but I'll take my thumb and I'll like go like this until it comes loose, and then I'll like peel it. Sometimes I can't get it off, and so I have to like try to use my teeth. My teeth don't work that good, so like they don't work good for nails. So I just use pocket knife.
You're a beard plucker.
I am a beard plucker. I will sit and I will pull. I just pulled one out right now.
That's such a good insult that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, you freaking
beard plucker.
You beard plucker. That's right up there with Dick Chiseler. I used to, but my cuticles are still. And still mess with them, but never my actual nails.
Yeah.
Yes, I made a sick insult. You beard plucker. All right, this one. Bite my cuticles. How do you do that?
Yeah, have to get in there real good.
I don't think my teeth are sharp enough for that. I keep hitting my headphone cord here. The sides. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
You do that. Yeah, you do that like squid Krabby Patty.
Yeah.
Like teeth all the way out.
It'll go straight to your thighs, and then you'll explode. The urine of a diabetic person. This is a study. Okay, off to a great start.
Okay.
The urine of a diabetic person can be so sweet that it can be purified and made into high-end single malt whiskey.
Let's go. All right, new insult. You whiskey pisser.
You whiskey pisser. You... What the heck? In Scotland,
Of course, Scotland.
Of course they found out about this. They're like, hey, I bet we could turn this into freaking
Why'd you
whiskey.
get his boy?
Your piss is so sweet, I bet you could make it into a single malt whiskey. So there was an art science project once explored the possibility of creating whiskey using sugars extracted from diabetic urine. Titled The Whiskey Exchange, Diabetics Urine... The Whiskey Exchange, Diabetics Urine Whiskey. The concept was... was the brainchild of artist James Gulpin. Of course, his name was Gilpin, not Gulpin.
No, I was gonna say.
I was like,
no way.
There's no way his name was Gulpin, because he'd be gulping
James
that piss
Gulpin.
down. But it's Gilpin. It's Gilpin.
Oh, that's so funny.
Who was type 1 diabetic. Gilpin aimed to challenge conventional ideas about purity, value, and biotechnology, not to launch a commercial product. The process involved collecting urine from diabetics, purifying it through carbon filtration, and isolating the naturally high sugar content. These sugars are then used to ferment a whiskey mash, resulting in a finished spirit that was bottled not for drinking, but for discourse. The project's somebody tried it though. Somebody drank that.
Dude, Bear Grylls broke the sound barrier to drink that stuff.
This project stirred a conversation about waste, ethics, and how far science might go in reimagining sources once deemed untouchable.
Oh man,
All
that's
right,
amazing.
Who's drinking piss whiskey? Pisky.
Can you do the say that with the Herbert the Pervert whistle, like the S whistle?
Wait, just in my regular voice?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you do you.
Who's drinking piss whiskey? I can't do that whistle and talk at the same time unless I do the voice. At least they're doing something original. You know what?
Yeah.
Good for them. You know what? Great for them.
I love Kevin was like, we found out it was Scotland. He's like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Whiskey
shoot.
tastes like piss confirmed.
Well, that's the old adage of beer. It's like, I don't drink beer, I rent it.
Yeah.
It's like piss.
Yeah.
Or whiskey.
You drink it and then you let it back go. Originally,
Oh, man.
but at what cost? Originality, but at what cost? Listen, this is what I'm aspiring to be. I found my new hero. Man skipped work for 6 years and only got caught when he was nominated for an award.
Oh, nice.
I think his name is Joaquin. Joaquin? Joaquin? Joaquin.
Joaquin Madoff.
Uh,
You were talking about the baby drink because I did too. Talking about them being your
triggers.
heroes.
No. This man with the last name Garcia, we'll call him Garcia, a Spanish civil servant, reportedly skipped work for 6 years without being noticed until he was nominated for a 20-year service award. Employed as a supervisor at a waste treatment facility in Cadiza, he continued to collect his full annual salary, about $41,000 US, per year, despite not showing up to the office. Over the 6-year stretch, that totals approximately $249,000 in public funds paid out during his absence. The issue remained hidden due to his miscommunication between the city officials and the water company, each assuming the other was overseeing his role. When the truth surfaced in 2010, the court fined Garcia $29,000, roughly 1 year of his net pay, for intentional absence. He maintained that he'd been given no actual duties and used the time to study philosophy.
A hero. That's amazing.
Listen,
Also,
if you can dodge work for 6 years, I think they should just let you off scot-free. Like, they should just be like, you know what, that's on us. That's
a management issue. That's not him.
They should have fined the company and been like, who's in charge of your staff?
Mm-hmm.
But, and I didn't read into this story when I snapped a picture of it, and so I assumed that this guy was probably some like remote work from home guy who didn't like have a real job. Excuse me, but like had a job, you know what I mean? And just didn't like there, you know. I don't know. That's what I thought. But the fact that he was like he was a manager.
Yeah.
And then they gave him an award for being there for 20 years.
That's crazy. I love
I feel
that.
like you've told us this story before. I don't. If I have,
I don't remember that story.
Listen, it's been 2 years of episodes. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't.
Next up, Cats movie does terribly.
Yeah. Next up, Cats. There's over $900 trillion of gold spread throughout the ocean.
Oh, dang.
That's crazy.
Huh.
The pirates were onto something.
Did you know gold can't be like made on Earth?
What you mean? What you
Like
talking
diamonds
about?
can be.
Like fake
But
gold?
apparently the like real gold requires astronomical heats. So you get it from like essentially stardust as opposed to a naturally occurring thing.
Huh. That's crazy.
I didn't believe it, and then I looked into it. I was like, hold on, we can't make gold. People are hoarding gold.
Yeah. Heather, the title is There's Over $900 Trillion of Gold Spread Throughout the Ocean. The Earth's ocean
so much.
holds an extraordinary treasure, around 20 million tons of dissolved gold.
Man, I bet that pirate's pissed.
At current market price and a theoretical value of more than 900 trillion through some projections stretch into the quadrillions. But this submerged fortune remains entirely out of reach for now. Excuse me. The problem lies in the gold's extreme dilution. Oh, it's diluted. Each liter of seawater contains just a few billionths of a gram, making the logistics of large-scale extraction nearly impossible. Despite advances in nanotechnology, the metal organic frameworks that can trap individual ions. What the heck did I even just read? Scientific reviews conclude that the energy and materials needed to recover far outweigh the potential return. For now, the ocean's gold remains an untouchable myth for modern chemistry. So it's not like $900 trillion of like gold doubloons got dumped off of a pirate ship somewhere. It's just gold is in the water at a very small amount.
Man, there's got to be a way to make money on this.
I feel like stick a big old hose in the ocean, just start pumping water through a treatment plant.
Did you know that Arkansas River that runs through Tulsa, you can find, because it's formed up in Denver.
Yep.
You can find flecks of gold here because of where it comes from. Also, was checking the gold, how gold is formed, and it says, while nuclear fission within the sun makes many, sun cannot gold. The considerable energy required to make gold occurs when explode in a supernova or when neutron stars collide. So, yeah. It all just formed up on Earth as we caught it and got more gravity.
Interesting. In English now, please.
So our sun, not big enough, boom. Oh no. I was cutting out?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. You want it again or no?
Give it to us again.
Okay. So while nuclear fission within the sun, the sun cannot synthesize gold. It's doing it again.
Don't talk so loud. I think it's clipping.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. The considerable energy required to make gold only falls when stars explode in a supernova or when neutron stars collide.
We can hear it. We can hear him too.
Yeah. So the sun doesn't burn.
So the sun doesn't burn hot enough to create what causes gold to form?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So some stars or something collided and then shot crap this way, and we caught it, and now we have gold.
Yeah. Our gravity caught it, compounded.
Crazy. Saying caveman.
Yeah. Star go boom boom. We pick up star boom boom.
Fire sky.
And wear it on bracelet. Oh, sorry. Sparkle in sky.
The
go
moon.
Boom boom.
The moon and the fins. That's an inside joke from
that's a
years ago. Years ago.
Sparkle.
That was right outside of Tres Hermanos.
Heather, still solar flares are still not hot enough to make gold.
Which?
Shiny dot go boom.
Shiny dot go boom. Far away.
Long time ago.
Now out of science and into society, Leonardo DiCaprio ends his under 25 dating rule with now 27-year-old model girlfriend.
Oh, there we go.
So look at that. He's growing up.
True love.
True love.
Good for him.
For decades, Leonardo DiCaprio's dating life drew scrutiny for his infamous pattern, never dating anyone over 25. But now, at 50, the actor appears to be shifting course with 27-year-old Italian model. No one cares what her name is. A mainstay in high fashion. This person has graced covers of Vogue and walked for Chanel, Prada, and she's ancient. Yeah, 27, 2 years. She was previously married and first linked to DiCaprio in 2023, back when she was notably still 25. Since then, the couple has remained largely private. At the 2025 Met Gala, they skipped the red carpet as a pair, but insiders confirmed she was his guest. Whether this lady signals a genuine change, or just a numerical footnote, she may mark the history of a new chapter for Leo's often scrutinized romantic history. What?
That's kind of harsh, calling her a numerical footnote.
Yeah.
Like,
His
jeez.
girlfriend is now a numerical footnote.
Good for them, I guess, but this is one of the signs of scrolls being opened at the end of times. So this is not good.
She made it into the history books. Leonardo DiCaprio's oldest girlfriend. Some more society stuff that I really don't care about, but it is fun to talk about.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sabrina Carpenter is thinking about banning phones from her gigs. Quote, "This will honestly piss off my fans."
Yes. I think that will.
Sabrina Carpenter is weighing the idea of banning phones to her concert. A move, she says, will honestly piss off fans. Inspired by attending a Silk Sonic show in Vegas, a Silk Sonic show in Vegas where phones were locked away. Carpenter said the experience felt more genuine, almost like stepping back into the 1970s. Which is a crazy thing to say, seeing how we didn't really have phones with cameras until what?
Oh man, 2006?
Yeah.
Ish.
So, stepping back into the early 2000s, she emphasized that capturing every moment isn't always necessary. Sometimes living in the moment is enough. Carpenter admits that she wouldn't enforce such policies just yet, but teased that when she's older, phones might be off limits on stage. Fans are divided, with some embracing the idea of authentic connection, and others stressing the need to document experiences or remain reachable.
Interesting. Also, I didn't know this, so I looked it up. Silk Sonic is a musical duo comprising Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. Didn't know that.
Very cool.
Let's see. Giving your phone away, don't feel safe. That I feel you on that one.
Gonna have my phone to get in. I gotta have my phone to get into Fish tomorrow because my tickets are on it and I can't print them.
So real quick, I have a question for the chat. Because I've recently found out something interesting. How does chat feel about Sabrina Carpenter?
My wife likes
like her
Sabrina
music?
Carpenter. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Gotcha.
it's Taylor Swift light.
I think she's a lot less pretentious than Taylor Swift, but
I don't know.
I could see the cult part of it. Who's that? Oh, interesting. Okay.
She's a very small blonde woman who does the same music
Very.
as everyone else.
Album cover on all fours is yucky. Sabrina Carpenter?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Interesting.
She's the
I
one
don't
with
think
downs.
so. I don't think so.
She has less jets than T Swift.
Hey, there you go.
But I think she flies with T Swift, so her and T Swift are friends.
Yeah.
Nope, never heard of her.
Okay. Interesting.
Have you heard the song? What's that song?
Espresso?
Me Espresso. And she's popular. It sounds like everyone else though, so that's hard to. I don't fault you for not knowing.
Interesting.
All right, out of what did Maggie call it? Pop culture, and now into world politics.
Let's go.
Switzerland made it illegal to own just one guinea pig because they get lonely.
Aw.
Oh,
Sorry.
Everybody say "oh" in the chat.
I love Switzerland.
She was a Disney star. I don't think Sabrina Carpenter was a Disney star, or was she?
Maybe.
Oh no, not politics. Yeah, but it's not like politics. Politics is it's it's like don't just own one guinea pig, own two because they get sad. Yes, she was. Oh, cute. I don't know. Hold on. Go away. In Switzerland, owning a single guinea pig is considered a form of animal cruelty, and it's against the law. Since 2008, the country has required these highly social creatures to be kept in pairs or groups, recognizing that the isolation can lead to serious mental distress. The law is part of Switzerland's broader push to protect the emotional well-being of animals, not just their physical health. It reflects a growing understanding that social species like guinea pigs need companionship to thrive, and it places emotional care on equal footing with nutrition and shelter. I think that's great. I think animals should be happy.
Yeah, I think that's I love the Swiss. They're freaking guns, they're chocolate, and now they're social policies on animals.
Yeah, they're guinea pig policies. Yeah, I'm curious as to what other animals they require you to own multiple of.
Orcas. Also, okay, so I know we went past this and it's stupid. But I looked up Sabrina Carpenter on Disney.
Yeah.
I could not tell that's the same person.
What show is she on?
She was on Girl Meets World, I think. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
What other?
I think it's just a different.
What other shows?
Hairstyle.
Is that the only one?
I don't know. Oh, never mind.
I never saw it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I stopped watching Disney Channel.
After Phineas and Ferb.
Well, I had Joy, so we watched Disney Channel or whatever.
Right.
All right, more pet stuff, but this one's a little bit weirder.
Yes.
New York legally allows your dog to be your wedding witness. More couples are choosing to include their pets in their wedding ceremonies, and in some states, it is not just sentimental, it's legally binding. In 23 states and New York City, solemnizing? I don't know what that word means. Laws allow couples to sign their own marriage certificates without an officiant or witnesses. That flexibility has opened the door for a new trend using a pet's paw print as a witness signature. While largely symbolic, the practice reflects a broader culture shift towards more personalized and non-traditional weddings for many, and a pet is a part of the family, and their presence adds a deeper sense of connection to the ceremony. By stamping their paw print on the paperwork, dogs, cats, and even occasional rabbits are becoming unlikely co-signers in life's biggest commitment.
Okay. To be fair, I would say that most dogs, because of their sense of smell, are better witnesses than like a drunk uncle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're better judges of character.
Definitely that.
The dog's like, I'm not signing. I'm not doing it.
Can you imagine this week in New York? The only witness wouldn't take the stand.
There weren't enough treats.
That's very interesting. On one hand, sanctity of marriage and blah blah blah, but on the other hand, hey, that bad.
Say all that again. Every bit of that cut out.
No. What is going on? I swear. Maybe the people don't, or the powers that be don't want me to say that. I said, all that sanctity of marriage, blah, blah, blah. Get your bag, use a dog as your only witness, get the money away from the government.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And our final story of the night, another wedding-related story.
Sorry, what Maggie said.
The dog speaks.
Speak now. Speak now, and it's like, bark! Oh, the dog didn't like it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's great.
Woman marries man who forgot about breakup after concussion.
That's cute.
Is this ethical? That's what I
Is that
want.
entrapment?
Jenna and Mitchell Brotherston loves story has an unexpected twist. Thanks to a skiing accident, their breakup never quite stuck. In February of 2020, Jenna ended things with Michael, feeling overwhelmed. But the very next day, Michael had a skiing accident, suffered a concussion, and forgot about the breakup. After his accident, he messaged Jenna for help, unaware that she had just broken things off. I was confused why he kept messaging me. Jenna recalled, initially assuming he just wanted to stay friends. As Mitchell continued to show kindness and support, including bringing ice cream to comfort her and her roommates, Jenna started reconsidering their split. Then she eventually reminded him about the breakup. He found it funny having no memory of it. This quirky mix-up made it easy for them to reconnect. Just 5 months later, Mitchell proposed and they got married in September of 2020. Today, the couple loves sharing their unique story. When people ask us, this is in quotes, when people ask us about our love story, it's our favorite part to tell. Jenna says, feeling they were always meant to find a way back to each other.
That's cute. Also, I'm with Maggie on this one. Why was he comforted?
Yeah, what a freaking butthole. Buddy has a concussion and she just like walks off and he's like, "Hey, where'd you go? Hey, I need your help. Hey,
That's crazy.
I'm concussed."
Help.
They were brothers? No, their last name is Brotherson.
Yeah, no, that's pretty funny. That's crazy.
What looks like to me is Jenna is a terrible person. Broke up because she felt overwhelmed, and then the next day, Buddy suffers a concussion. And then after his accident, he messaged Jenna for help, unaware that she had just broken things off. And she was confused as to why he kept messaging me. Jenna recalled, initially assuming he just wanted to stay friends.
That's listen, I hope they're happy.
Me too.
That's got to be weird to keep bringing it up. You know what I mean?
As Michael, Michael did nothing wrong. I'm not going to say Mitchell did nothing wrong. Yeah. Because I don't know what led up to the breakup. Maybe he's a terrible person. And then maybe he banged his head across.
He got hit on the head, yeah.
Maybe he scraped his face and down the entire ski mountain and came to his senses, But it says that Jenna ended things.
He brought her ice cream?
Yeah.
Was that right? That's got to be traumatizing for him.
As Mitchell continued to show kindness and support, including bringing ice cream to comfort her and her roommates. But we don't know for what. For what reason.
Yeah, that's crazy. She texts him and she's like, "I'm just sad."
Exactly.
And he's like, "I'll bring you some ice cream."
How about some ice cream?
Oh man,
Support. We don't know.
Crazy.
Support for something. Yeah, and that is weird news.
Love it. Beautiful.
Here's the question, Michael. We're at 1 hour, 46 minutes.
Gotcha.
How are you feeling?
Can't complain. I'm all right.
Doing
what about
good.
you?
I'm doing all right. I've used up all of my talking points. I will say that.
Sure.
I have used all my notes. And if we're gonna be honest, you sent me one on
It's like, I can't talk about that
on
one.
Instagram.
If you-
Is it the one you just sent me?
Yeah. Excuse me.
The one you sent at 9:17 tonight? Oh. Yeah. I remember. So I feel like most people have probably seen videos of this by now. And it's VR chat rooms. And they are wild. It's just a wild place to be. Especially when you get into weird, like, private-ish chat rooms where most everybody's dressed as a furry.
Right.
And they complain about phantom pains. You know, like, people go in there and try and troll, and they just wave, like, a pool stick through their avatar, right? It's not hurting anybody. It's just maybe annoying, and that's fine. But also, people are acting like they actually are feeling physical pain.
Phantom pains through VR?
Phantom pains through VR. I'll do you one better. I saw one the other day, and a woman said that she's allergic to tomatoes. And in this VR chat room, it was like a stage, and apparently there was a feature, like maybe it was like a stand-up comedy stage or whatever, or some kind of performing stage.
Yeah.
They can throw tomatoes. And some guy was trolling, throwing tomatoes. I dropped my pen.
Oh, no.
Throwing tomatoes at a woman. And she was like, freaking out. Stop. I'm allergic to tomatoes, right?
Okay.
And then everyone's like trying to, you know, like, you.
Pile on.
No, they're not throwing. They're like trying to protect this woman.
Oh.
They're like knight in shining armor that's also in the form of a cat with boobs. Trying to protect this woman. They're like, hey man, stop throwing whoever threw the tomatoes needs to stop or they're getting banned from my VR chat room.
Oh my God.
Buddy throws one more, right? The woman starts dry heaving and like her character falls over, which makes me assume that she fell over. This woman's having like a physical reaction to fake VR tomatoes. So with all of that in mind, here's the story. New York Post. Woman claims she was virtually groped in Meta VR platform metaverse.
Oh boy.
This isn't a funny topic, okay? If this was anywhere else,
Kind of our
okay?
turn.
If this was anywhere else in real life, it wouldn't be funny. And then it gets even better when Seth Dillon, a verified Twitter user, reposted this and said, "I was teabagged in Halo." And it just makes me think, like, people have gotten so soft.
Man, there might be something to say about it being VR versus not.
Sure.
But what also should be said is that you definitely need to go outside more.
Maybe take the headset off once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, so people are allegedly feeling phantom pains.
Allegedly feeling phantom pains. This guy had a knife, like a chef knife, and the guy was like, "Hey, stop that! I can feel that." And he was like, "Wait a minute, you can feel this?" And he like pokes it in his eye, and it's a game. Okay, let me preface this again, right? Anybody who doesn't understand, it's a game.
Oh boy,
you can't feel anything with VR. Pokes the man in the face with the knife, and he's like, "Stop!" And he's like, he gets all mad and like, "I can feel it." And he's like, "So you can feel this?" And he like starts wiggling it around. And Buddy thought he was feeling phantom pains from the knife.
Man, so I was thinking, okay, if you have a haptic feedback thing, you're not gonna feel like you're stabbed.
No, even to the
it's gonna vibrate.
Even to the extent that people think that they have an allergic reaction to virtual tomatoes.
Was that a bit?
I don't think so. Dude, these chat rooms
are so stupid.
These chat rooms are no joke.
Like, wait, okay, you're allergic to tomatoes. Does being allergic to something... okay, does being allergic to a food, like, it immediately make you throw up? I thought it just made you swell up.
I don't know. But
lady had to hit your stomach.
Lady was dry heaving, like being dramatic about it.
Yeah, sounds like it. Jeez, man.
So I just can't take said woman seriously.
Please go outside. Like
that she
touch
was,
grass. Take the headset off.
Listen, it's VR. Somebody touched your VR avatar inappropriately. Did not affect your body in real life at all. And you are upset about it.
So, man, there's a lot to unpack there.
She's now allergic to VR tomatoes. Depends on the severity.
Yeah. That's also what I'm wondering, if there was prior stuff. So, if you're feeling phantom pains with a VR headset, I'm pretty sure that's a big indication to stop using the VR headset, right?
I think so.
Like,
it's maybe go seek help.
Yeah, or take the headset off at the very least.
Yeah.
So it would be, man, I wish she had an EKG hooked up, or like whatever the study of the brain whenever this happened.
We need to stop studying dreams, and we need to start studying the brain in VR.
Crazy people. Yeah. For sure. EEG. Thank you. Because, like, man,
that's a good point.
I don't want to blame somebody who felt like they were violated. There's a huge issue that we've gone past, in that if you're feeling things in real life because you're on VR, that's a huge issue.
Yeah.
So, man, that's crazy.
I think this...
Also, was she wearing a haptic feedback vest?
And if she was, why did she have haptic feedback there?
Mm-hmm. That's, yeah.
Listen, if you don't want to be touched...
Also,
if you don't want to be touched in VR, don't wear a haptic feedback vest.
Let's not protect the furries, because I bet a furry did this.
I bet it was. Or
yeah,
one of these people that goes in there and trolls those people, because I'm on those people's side. Oh my gosh. I'm on their side.
Please get out of VR. This is that's terrifying.
Take the headset off. It's too much.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, if it triggered something and that's how she felt it. Like, man, take the headset off. There's no way you should be feeling phantom pains.
No.
Or anywhere near that.
Also, here's some comments to that Instagram thing. obviously the top, the tweet back was, I was teabagged in Halo. This guy says, it's possible it was me that did the bagging. Get good, bro. Someone bullied me in my dream last night. Was her name Karen? Didn't expect the Halo reference, but I'm all for it. A lot of things happened to me in Minecraft. Nick says, I hear that's been known to happen.
Oh no. Good Lord.
I was potato sacked in Gears of War.
Oh. You saw, I think I saw that you liked this on Instagram, but it was like showing my PlayStation 5 friend how awesome GTA 5 is. And it was like, because they have the new GTA that's...
They have the new
and the
what?
guy was... GTA. Gears of War.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cross-plat. And so he was doing the, like, jump from one side to the other cover. And just absolute, like, you could not shoot him.
The God movement.
Even if you were good. Yeah. It was just so funny because he was just people.
But that is my last story. Listen, if you're feeling any kind of certain way during VR, maybe just take a break. Go outside, touch grass.
That's it off. Yeah. That's so what's crazy, like I knew people whenever VR came out, we knew people were going to abuse it, right?
Oh yeah.
People were gonna get addicted, it was gonna an issue. I didn't think the games or the world had to be like I thought the world would have to look better for people to get so addicted.
Yeah.
That was not true. People got addicted like immediately. So this is, man, sad.
Interesting.
Very sad. Very interesting. Fascinating.
We need more studies on the effects of VR and our brains.
And to Maggie's point, this instance, from what I know, is not as bad as it actually happening. Did that cut out?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. It is not as bad as it happening to you in...
I would assume not. Because there's no lasting damage.
The closest thing I could think is if it triggered like a memory of past abuse.
Sure.
In which case, we needed the EEG. And I won't let people make it seem as such. You can leave. There's no real threat. Yeah. No. So yeah, I don't think... Well,
I feel like this
no.
is the same as like if somebody said something hurtful on the internet. And
Sure.
like...
Yeah.
You can just not... Like, you don't know that person.
You can unplug.
That person doesn't know you. Forget about it.
Yeah. And like the counter argument with that would be like kids grew up with the internet or grew up with a VR headset.
Sure.
But that's the excuse, but you shouldn't let things get to you like that.
Yeah.
Like you got to be outside of these things. You got to realize it's
not real life.
It's not real. But also like Ban the Weirdo that did it. People always want to make a big deal and try and... Yeah, that's pretty popular at the but also Ban the Weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably
like,
furry.
I mean, that's weird. I'm not saying the
Yeah.
dude that did it was in the right, or I don't know if it was a dude or not. Might have been a girl. I have no idea. It was probably a dude with the avatar of a girl.
Dude, and like you can like change your avatar.
Yeah.
In real time. So I was just thinking of like, you remember that Knuckles? Was it Ugandan Knuckles? But he was in a Russian.
Yeah.
Just like going over like, hey little buddy, and then like somebody pops up and it's like, oh, I did not mean to touch that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, squares also needs take off the headset. Yeah. This is ridiculous. Oh man,
It is too much.
I hope that person gets therapy, but for the addiction,
They need some therapy for sure.
on top of what they were saying.
They need some good therapy, not just any therapy.
Yeah, somebody who's actually trying to help.
Yeah. I think that's going to be it for us tonight. We hit our 2-hour mark.
Sure. Let's go. That was a good one.
Yeah. I
gotta go back and watch the AI making fun of us.
I can screenshot it and maybe send it to you. Should
something like that.
Should we after party or no? Are you?
Let's see. I'm trying to see what my time is. I'm so sick. Let's see. What are you thinking? After party wise,
I have no idea.
Man, I might have to skip.
That's all right.
I got work in the morning.
It is 9:30 where I'm at. So,
Jeez,
the finals. Mike doesn't play the finals.
Repo mission.
We need more repo missions.
It should be working now.
What?
Because I updated my drivers.
Oh, the finals?
The finals.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Mike.
Do you have it downloaded?
I don't know.
Oh, well.
I think so.
Never mind.
I think I do.
Mike said he can't, though. Mike said.
But yeah, I'm out of town.
Maybe we'll try to do some repo missions or some more co-op games here coming up. Have you seen the game Peaked?
I don't think so.
It's a new co-op adventure game. I will send you a link.
Please do.
Joe and I are planning on playing this weekend.
Nice. Okay.
And it looks like it's going to be a good time. I think it's something that is right up our alley as far as like it will be funny because we are funny.
Very nice.
But I'll send it to you here in a second. But thanks everybody for being here. If you don't follow, drop the follow. We're live almost every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sundays, not all the time. But we have just wrapped the season finale of The Guys Who Trust Their Drink. A whole 2 years of episodes. I feel like a sense of pride that we have kept with it
right?
that long. And you know what?
Hey, absolutely.
Very much thankful for every single person that has stuck around, been here since day one, been here supporting commercials, and I can't even resub. Dang. Maggie's in a commercial.
Darn.
But thank you, everybody, for being here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Sexy Bigfoot, thanks for them big ol' 15 mommy milkers. Appreciate you. And everybody...
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Sexy Bigfoot, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. But everybody, thank you so much. As always, love you, mean it. Stay hydrated, stay hammered, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. Again, drop a follow if you haven't already. Peace.
Peace.